Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Hi, this is Joe from Vanta. In today's digital world, compliance regulations are changing constantly, and earning customer trust has never mattered more. Vanta helps companies get compliant fast and stay secure with the most advanced AI, automation, and continuous monitoring out there. So whether you're a startup going for your first SOC 2 or ISO 27001, or a growing enterprise managing vendor risk, Vanta makes it quick, easy, and scalable. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. Get started at Vanta.com.
Sunday morning. Well, Washington, D.C. is a lot better. Even the Democrats admit it, which is a miracle, but I'm happy because I think we have to put everything together. With us this morning is a former Fox host, a former WABC host. We have Attorney General Jeanine Pirro.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Well, you guys have done a phenomenal job in Washington, D.C. The place you can walk around again and not feel threatened.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is, and by the way, I appreciate the promotion, but I am the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, and Pam Bondi, of course, is the Attorney General. But you know,
Jeanine, it's early Sunday morning, and I still haven't woken up yet.
Well, that makes two of us. But the good news is, John, that when the president came into this district and he said, I want to make D.C. safe and beautiful, after all, it's the nation's capital, we had the fourth highest homicide rate in the country in 2024. Carjackings were through the roof. It was a violent place. There's no question about it. It was dangerous here in D.C. And along with the president's directive, President Trump, as well as the partnerships here, there has been a movement to move the criminals out and protect the law-abiding citizens. And the surge that you hear about has resulted in over 7,072 arrests and 671 seizures of guns. We've got law enforcement partners walking the streets, making it safe. And wherever I go, John, I have to tell you, people say, you know, thank God for President Trump. We feel better. We're safer. Because you know, John, you're a businessman. You cannot conduct business. You cannot have a prosperous area if people don't feel safe, if businesses don't thrive, if your kids can't go to school. And so, you know, the president is an incredible leader in his assessment of what was needed and then the follow-through. And we continue to do it. And thank God, we're seeing incredible reductions in crime, 50%, in robberies, 60%. Carjackings are down. And as a U.S. attorney, my job is not just to prosecute federal crime. I am the only U.S. attorney who's a double hatter. That means that I do local crime and federal crime. So our hands are full here, but we're up to the task, and we're thrilled to be able to deliver results to the people of the district.
I mean, even the Democratic mayor said that she was very happy about things. Why can't we do this in other cities like Chicago or whatever?
You know, it's a great question, John. And, you know, we can do it in cities where the Democrat mayors or, you know, leaders are interested in safety and security for the people of their jurisdiction. But the truth is that many of these Democrats are only interested in ideology and power. And if that's their only interest, then this is a game with a Republican president to keep him out and to suggest that the Republicans are doing nothing but creating chaos. If a Democrat leader like Mayor Bowser, who has worked with this administration, and I can call her a friend right now, if you have someone like that who's interested in the people and interested in getting rid of crime, then we get it done. It's really that simple, John.
I don't know what's going on in our country, Jeanine. Me and you go back a long way. And,
We do.
I mean, Washington, D.C. is a pure example of how every city should be. And I'm worried about New York, our old home here, your old home.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about it, too. And I think that, time will, I think, support our concern. We can't have mayors or leaders who are more about progressive leftist ideology than they are about doing the work of government, because the first order of government is the protection of its people. And when people are obsessed, or leaders are obsessed with, hating who the president is, or drilling down to make sure that they, fire people up and create chaos where there is no need for chaos, for example, with immigration, then you're going to have a problem. The truth is that you don't have a right to be in this country. You only have a right to be here when you're invited here and you follow the law. And all of a sudden, there is a whole segment of our society that believes that, they came here. They're not illegals. No human is illegal. Well, yes, they are. I mean, even the Vatican has walls. Even, other countries in Europe don't let people in. But if they're going to continue with that, then they're going to create divisiveness and all kinds of chaos. And President Trump isn't interested in that. He's interested in safety and security, and he's delivered it. And then the American people decide.
I'm sure the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, see, I got it right, knows what she's doing. And the fact is, my personal belief is that people are paying these people to do what they're doing.
Yeah, well, certainly there are reports that a lot of these perpetrators of the chaos are being funded by, left-wing organizations, and that it really isn't about real Americans, that these protesters are, moving from one area to another in the country wherever they're needed. And that's no surprise. But I think that it's the elections that speak the truth. And the fact that 75 million voted for President Trump, and the man is delivering. I have to tell you, John, I work with this president. I've never seen anything like this. We can't keep up with him. He is a nonstop individual whose whole focus is to make the country better. Every issue, whether it's outer space, whether it's the economy, whether it's law and order, whether it's, the Treasury, whether it is bringing in money into this country to support, our financial infrastructure, he's there, and he is genius at what he does. He absolutely is. And I'm honored to be working here and to fight the fight right here in Washington.
Well, U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. Did I get it right?
Yeah, that's it.
Jeanine Pirro. Anything else you would like to tell the people of the United States, since you're there being the U.S. Attorney, double coupons for the district and for the local?
Well, let me tell you, one of the things that is I think is so fascinating about this job is the fact that people come to the nation's capital to make statements and to commit crimes. So, just last week, we had this guy, Ramanullah Lackenwall, who shot a 20-year-old National Guard, a young woman, Sarah Beckstrom. I was at her memorial earlier this week. And there was another National Guardsman from West Virginia who is in hopefully stable condition, I hear today. And, he came here from across the country, from the state of Washington, to murder these individuals. And then when I first got here, we had the individual who came from the state of Illinois, transporting a gun across state lines to kill two Jewish, one Israeli, an Israeli employee of the embassy here, and shot two beautiful individuals, again in the nation's capital. So this place is a place where you see a lot of crime, different kinds of crime, and just this week, the pipe bomber. The Biden administration, kind of put it on the back burner. And when Kash Patel and Dan Bongino came in and I came in, we made a decision that this was going to be a priority, and I announced the filing of charges that will on Friday that will occur with this defendant, and a case that they said would never be solved. And we literally mined down on more than 3 million pieces of data connecting receipts and connecting purchases and cell towers and cell phones. It was an incredible operation by the FBI, and it really is a testament to the determination of our law enforcement partners. And so, we stand here ready to handle whatever it is we're dealing with. We're also dealing right now with some tankers around the world that are yet to go into international waters, where we will seize what's on those tankers and deliver that money to the assets from those tankers to the American Treasury. So a lot going on here and a lot of good news going on here. But one thing is for sure, there's a lot of work being done and a lot of effort on the part of the people who work here. And I'm very proud to be a part of it.
Jeanine Pirro, God bless you. And you guys, you and President Trump make a great team for Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, John. Miss you. Bye.
Miss you too.
Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Payne Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.